The Voxman D minor etude is really a lovely etude. Even though it's the lyrical etude for this year's All-State tenor trombone list, it's not a slow etude by any means. Let's talk some more about the style so you can get an idea of that. So going into the French terminology right at the beginning, it says valse lentement, which means slow waltz. And if you don't know what a waltz is, I would highly suggest you watch some videos on YouTube and get an idea of what it looks like. But usually it's a dance in one with the 3 subdivisions, and you're going to feel 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right, left, right, left, right, left. And, it can be really fast. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or it can be, like in this case, a slower one. But I would highly suggest to really think about that and try to dance along with your interpretation. You're going to find if you go ba-da-dee-da-da-dum-dee-dum, ba-dee-dum, ba-da. It's gonna take, first of all, forever for you to get through this etude. And second of all, it doesn't really make it easy to move to. So, aim for a tempo that you can feel like it still feels like a dance. And then throughout, we have these articulation markings. Most of the time, slurs. Every once in a while, there are some staccato notes thrown in. So pay close attention to those. And remember, staccato means space, not short. Space. And then when we think about the character of it, in some ways, I like to think about it being flowing and somber, but also dramatic, especially later in the piece when we get to some kind of extended, diminished chords. And I hope you'll hear me kind of pushing through those to add tension to the music. The breathing can be tough in this etude, so really practice kind of starting halfway through a phrase, not taking a breath before that, and then taking the breath you need before the next phrase and seeing if you can make it. If not, try to grab some catch breaths throughout. So I hope that these tips have been helpful. I think this etude is not one that necessarily needs to be super strict, but if you practice dancing along with it and you realize like you have to kind of jump around to catch up, or you can't slow down easily with what you're playing, maybe you need to reassess and even it out. If that's the case, you can practice singing it while conducting. Da da dee da 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 dee da da dee da 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 dee da dee da dum dee dum bum bum. So these are just some ideas I have for you, and happy practicing.